two levels. The programming languages can be categorized into two levels. First one is high level, or first one is low level programming languages. Low level programming languages. And the second one is high level programming languages. Low level and high level. Okay, low level programming languages. Low level programming languages. Any programming language, any programming language, instructions are understanding by directly understanding by directly understanding by computer processor. that type of that type of programming languages are called programming languages are called which type of programming languages? Low level programming languages. Best example, 8086 instructions, 8085 instructions, and 8051 instruction. This type of instruction simply we are calling as a low level instructions. Next, coming to high level programming languages. High level programming languages. Any programming language, any programming language instructions are any programming language instructions are directly understanding by human being human being direct understanding by human being. The type of programming languages are called high level programming languages. The type of programming languages are called high level programming languages. Best example, C, CPP, Python, Java, .NET. Next one, PHP, Ruby, Go, Rust, Scala, shell scripting, shell scripting, JavaScript, JavaScript. Next one, Perl scripting, VB script, VB script. Okay, next one, Modula 1, Modula 2, Modula 3, and etc. These are all high level programming languages. Observing very clearly, Python is a one programming language. Which type of programming language? Python is a okay. Python is a high level programming language. That means that Python programming language instructions are understanding by the human being. Our Python instructions directly the computer processor don't understanding. Are you clear? As of now, all of you clear, or if anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts.
Yep, I had a question for the low level programming language. You know
Yeah,
how you said the example is 8086, 8085. Are they like certain commands or it could be any number?
yeah, that is like as a instructions level, observing very clearly, like as a move, submit, add. This type of instructions are there.
Oh, so these are the numbers for it?
Yeah,
Because I thought it's more like binary, but that's different because that's what the computer
not a
uses.
binary. Just these are the instructions. Internally, these instructions are executed by the processor. Like this type
Oh,
of instructions we are using move. Okay, push, pop. Okay, this type of these are arithmetic instructions. Okay, logical instruction, this type of instructions. Okay,
Yep. And in a
but
high
we
lang
don't, yeah,
sorry.
we don't writing this type of code. Just we are writing high level code. High level code means like as a English statements directly human readable format we are writing.
Yep. So the high level is usually converted to this the by the computer.
Yeah, internally some translators we are using.
Yep.
Yeah, by using the translators, we can convert this high level into low level.
Yep.
Okay, the processor take the low level instructions and process that low level statements or low level instructions.
But do these low level also become like binary 0, 1, 1 and all of that
Okay,
by the
okay.
computer?
Yeah, binary is generated by the assembler. Okay,
Okay.
after converting the low level, that low level instructions directly converting into binary by assemblers.
Yeah.
Okay, here interpreters, compilers, and assemblers are there. Assembler
Yeah.
to converting this low level instruction to binary, that is internal process of processor. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, just we are not understanding that one. Just simply processor take the input as a low level instruction, but internally in the processor assembler is there. That assembler to convert this low level instruction to binary format like as zeros and ones. Are you
Yeah.
clear?
Yep.
Yeah, the compiler or interpreter don't converting high level code into binary format. We are converting into machine level instructions. Okay,
Yeah.
the assembler to convert this machine level instructions to binary instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you clear?
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay. Yeah, okay. These are the high level programming languages. Next one, the high level programming languages can be categorized into four types. Now, types of high level programming languages. Types of high level programming languages. The high
Sir,
level program, yeah, tell me.
I, I was on, I was talking, but I was on mute. So this
Yeah,
8086 and 8085, those are not, written by humans, right? Like, are,
yeah, we
you know,
are not
just,
writing. We are writing just either C language code or a Python code.
okay,
Internally, the compiler or interpreter converting that code into this 8086 instructions. Okay.
okay,
Next
okay.
one, the processor take that instructions. Internally in the processor, one assembler is there. That
Mhm.
assembler to convert this low level instructions into binary,
Okay, got
zeros
it.
and
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
hmm So we don't
Are
even
you,
need to understand what 8086 is there. It's like in
we
our
don't require
part.
anything. Yeah,
Okay,
don't require anything. Internally, the compiler or interpreter takes that concept internally. Okay.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sounds good.
We are learning only high level programming languages.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Now, here, the types of high level programming languages. The high level programming languages, the high level programming languages, the high level programming languages can be categorized into four types. First one is procedure oriented, procedure oriented programming languages, procedure oriented programming languages, and the second one is object oriented, object oriented programming languages, and third one is scripting programming languages, and fourth one is modular programming languages, modular programming languages, procedure oriented, object oriented, scripting, and modular. These are the four types of high level programming languages. First one we are discussing about procedure oriented programming languages. Any high level programming language which support functions concept. Any high level programming language, any high level programming language which support which support functions concept, functions concept, that type of high level programming languages are called procedure oriented programming languages. Procedure oriented programming languages, any high level programming language which support functions concept, that type of high level programming languages are called procedure oriented programming languages. Best example, C programming and Python also supporting functions concept. Next, second category, object oriented programming languages. Any high level programming language which support whoops principles or whoops concepts, that type of high level programming languages are called the type of high level programming languages are called whoops full form object oriented programming principles. The type of high level programming languages are called object oriented programming languages. Object oriented programming languages. The whoops concepts are the whoops concepts are certain rules to developing an applications to developing an applications. Okay, the whoops concepts are certain rules to developing an applications. We can develop, we can develop, or before that one, the whoops concepts are like as a, some people we are calling as a class, object, encapsulation, encapsulation, inheritance, inheritance. Next one, abstraction and polymorphism, polymorphism. These are the whoops principles. These four concepts simply we are calling as a four pillars of object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. If we want to implement these whoops principles, if we want to implement these whoops principles, simply we need to require one structure. That structure is nothing but a class. That structure is nothing but a class. Without class, we cannot implement these whoops principles practically. After implementing the whoops principles, if we want to access how to access that concepts or that objects or anything, we need to creating an instance. That instance is nothing but an object. Okay, these two also some people we are calling as in whoops principles, but basically these four are the object oriented programming principles. Okay, four pillars of object oriented programming. If we want to implementing these whoops principles, we need to require one structure. That structure is nothing but a class. If we want to access the data members of a class or member functions of a class from outside of that class, we need to create a object. Are you clear? Are you clear or not?
No,
Okay,
I'm
next
clear
one.
on this one. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm clear on this one. I had a question in the previous one.
yeah, tell me.
Uh, if you scroll up a little. Yep. So for the procedure-oriented programming language, it says it's something that supports functions concept. What's
Yeah.
function?
Okay, function is nothing but we can representing one block of code. For example,
Oh,
observing very clearly. For suppose I want to performing addition of two numbers code. Okay, without function and with function, how to implement that one? For example, here I'm declaring x variable, x value 10, y value 20. Now simply z equal to x plus y and print of z. My requirement is I want to take next another values. For example, again here I'm taking as a equal to 2.3 and b equal to 3.2 and c equal to a plus b and c equal to a plus b and print of c. Okay, now I want to take two strings. I want to concatenating p equal to one string object and q equal to another string object. Now I want to apply the concatenation r equal to p plus q and the print of r. This is a normal code.
yeah. That's a function.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we are not writing any function, just we are writing some logic. Now same logic I am trying to implement it one function. For suppose simply here, okay, how to create a function is different. Some
Yeah.
programming languages, some keywords we are using. For example, in C programming, at the time of creating a function, we are using function keyword. In Python, we are using def keyword. In Python, we are using def keyword. Some
Uh,
other language like as a Go programming, we are using func keyword. In Go programming, we are using func keyword.
yeah.
Similarly, here I am using def keyword def. Simply add of some parameters like as a p1 comma p2. Two parameters I am using. Simply parameter 3 p1 plus which one p2. Now I want to print P3 value. Not only P1, P2, we can take anything. Those are the parameters. Okay, are you clear?
Yeah.
Now I am calling add. First time I am passing 10 comma 20. Second time I am passing 2.3 comma 3.2. And the third time I'm calling first parameter is Shiva and the second parameter value I am passing Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. Previously same logic we are writing three times. But here we are writing the logic one time, but we can
Yeah.
use that logic three times.
And we've told them what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is return also a function, or that's return types different? Like Java
Okay.
has return type.
Yeah. Okay. Now observing very clearly, same output we are getting, but here these number of statements we are required. This is a
Yeah.
purely without any functions. Okay. Here totally number of statements we are for totally 12 statements we are writing, but here totally 6 lines of code we are writing.
Yeah.
Whenever we are writing the functions, first advantage we can achieve the reusability of code. Reusability of code. Write once, use n number of times. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Next one, second advantage by using functions to reduce the length of the code. To reduce the length of the code. That means to provides the better modularity of our application. Okay,
Yeah.
are you clear?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm clear. Sorry, I don't know if nobody was. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, next observing very clearly, we can implement we can implement any one application any one application according to these whoops principles. These whoops principles we will get we will get some benefits in that application. The benefits of the benefits of whoops concepts are Oops concepts are like as a security, reusability, and flexibility. These are the benefits of whoops concepts. Okay, examples like as a C++ and Python also supporting whoops principles, Java, .NET programming, and etc. Are you clear? Are you clear or not?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, next third category, scripting programming languages. Scripting programming languages. Any high level programming language, any high level programming language which support dynamic data types concepts and the interpreter concept. Any high level programming language which support dynamic data types and interpreter concepts. Interpreter concepts. That type of high level programming languages are called scripting programming languages. Scripting programming languages. Okay, any high level programming language which support dynamic data types and interpreter concept, that type of high level programming languages are called scripting programming languages. Best example, Linux shell scripting, Python, JavaScript, Perl scripting, VB script, and etc. Later I'm explaining what is meant by dynamic data type and what is meant by interpreter. Okay, any high level programming language which support these two concepts, that languages simply we are calling as a scripting programming languages. Next, fourth category, modular programming languages. Modular programming languages. Any high level programming language which support modules concept, which support modules concept. The type of high level programming languages are called modular programming languages. Modular programming languages. Example, Modular 1, Modular 2, Modular 3, and etc. Python also supporting modular programming concepts. These are the four types of high level programming languages, like as a procedure oriented programming languages, object oriented programming languages, scripting programming languages, and modular programming languages. Okay, but Python is a which type of high level programming language? Python is a procedure oriented programming language. Python is an object oriented programming language. Python is a scripting programming language, and Python is a modular programming language. That is the only one reason simply we are calling as a Python is a multi paradigm. In any application development domains, we are using Python programming language. Are you clear? All of you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Or sorry. So the DDT and enterprise concept we're gonna do
Yeah,
later, right? Like we're gonna go through that
yeah.
later.
Now I am explaining.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, observing very clearly what is data type. Okay, data type means to representing the type of the data.
So, Krishna sir, I have a question.
Yeah, tell
This
me.
modular one, modular two, modular three. I mean, like, are these the new languages that
No, no,
are
no. These are the old languages.
okay? I mean, like,
Yeah.
are there? Does any industry use it? Like, I mean, because I haven't
Yeah.
heard much about it. That's the
Before
reason.
before Java programming, we are using these languages like as ABC, modular programming. These languages we are using.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Okay. Python implementation is influenced by these programming languages like as ABC, ADA, Algal, APL, C, CPP,
Mm-hmm.
CLU, DLAN, Haskell, Icon, Lisp, Modular 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Modular 3 is a programming language conceived as a successor to an upgrading version of Modular 2.
Okay. So were this earlier, like to what years probably like modular one, modular two, or modular three were like implemented like earlier to 2000 or like something like that.
Before
Okay.
1990,
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Python is implemented in the market 1991. Before
1991.
nine,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
before 1991, these languages are available.
Okay. It's
After
again.
Python based, yeah,
Yeah, it's coming back into market again right now. Like, yeah, that's true. I do agree.
yeah. If any doubt,
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
yeah, okay. The data type means the data type is a representation or type of the data. The data type is a data type means to represent the type of the data, type of the data. In generally, in generally, the data types can be categorized into the data types can be categorized into two types. First one is static data types, and the second one is dynamic data types. Okay, static data types simply we are calling as SDT, and a dynamic data types. Okay, now static data types. Static data types means the programmer or developer to assign the data type to the variables. The programmer or developer to assign the data type to the variables by explicitly at the time of at the time of declaring the variables is known as a static data types concept. Static data types concept. The programmer or developer to assign the data type to the variables by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables is known as a static data types concept. Any high level programming language, any high level programming language which support which support static data types concept, that type of high level programming languages are called high level Programming languages are called static typed languages. Static typed static typed languages. Best example C programming, CPP, Java, .NET programming, and Go programming, and etc. These are all static typed languages. Okay, here the programmer or developer to assign the data type to the variable by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables. Okay, now observing very clearly in C programming how to writing the code, observing very clearly. Now simply here hash include stdio.h. Okay, here the hash symbol main purpose including the header files. In Python, same hash symbol we are writing for comments. Next one, hash include header file. Simply every C program execution starts from main function. Next one, here I want to take the employee ID. Simply we need to declare the data type. Employee ID equal to 101 and the employee name. Now which type of data? That is a collection of characters. Simply char data type I am using char ename equal to. Next one, employee salary. Now here I am using float. Employee salary equal to 30,000.0. Now I want to print this information. Printf percentile d percentile s percentile f. Now observing very clearly employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Now simply click on the run option. This code is executed here. Okay, single quotations we are using. Before that one we need to specify the size. Simply here I am using some size, maximum size 30 characters. Now I am trying to executing. We will get the output. This is a simple C language code. In C programming, in C programming, at the time of declaring the variables, we need to specify the data types by explicitly. This concept is nothing but a static data types concept. Are you clear?
Yeah. Question actually. you you gave like printf, percentile d, percentile s, and percentile f.
Yeah,
Why and how does it relate to the
yeah.
characters
In
or
a,
the variables that we have given?
yeah, for suppose at the time of printing that variable values, we don't require to specify any parameter like as a format codes. Now simply we are printing employee ID, employee name, employee salary,
Mm-hmm.
then immediately observe very clearly. Okay. In, okay, some
Okay.
errors we are getting. Okay,
Yes.
in any programming language, integers representation percentile d. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, printf always to return the string
Yes.
format output.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can take the string. Now these are the values. These values are printed within this particular string. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Mm-hmm.
this is the string. In that string we are printing these values. Now employee ID store the which type of data? Integer type of data. That
Okay.
value representation for by using percentile d. Okay.
Okay.
After printing the employee ID, I want to print some space. After space, now I want to print employee name. Name is a character like as a string type of data. In any
Mm-hmm.
programming language, string representation percentile yes.
Percentile
Not
is
only
okay.
C programming, either Java, C++, Python, everything. We are using these format codes. Percentile D for integer, percentile S for string, and the floating point value representation percentile F. then only these values are printed within this particular string.
Okay. Okay.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
So just to confirm, so using that we're converting them to string, those variables in
Yeah.
that line. Okay.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay, next observing very clearly, this is a one example static data types concept. Now we are discussing about dynamic data types concept. Here the programmer or developer don't don't assign the data type to the variables by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables, but at runtime at runtime, that means at the time of executing the program at runtime, automatically to assign the data type to the data types to the variables, okay, automatically to assign the data types to the variables based on the based on the value of that variables is known as a is known as a dynamic data types concept is known as a dynamic data types concept. Are you clear? The programmer or developer don't assign the data type to the variables by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables, but at runtime automatically to assign the data types to the variables based on the value of that variables. That concept we are calling as a dynamic data types concept. Any high level programming language, any high level programming language which support which support dynamic data types concept, dynamic data types concept, that type of that type of high level programming languages are called dynamically typed languages. Dynamically typed languages. Any high level programming language which support dynamic data types concept, that languages we are calling as a dynamically typed languages. Are you clear? Best example, Python and JavaScript. Python and JavaScript. In Python programming, okay, same code I am trying to implement it in Python. How to implement that one? Simply here, employee ID, employee name, and the employee salary, and the print of employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. Okay, Python file extension .py. This is the Python code. In Python, at the time of declaring the variables, don't require to specify the data types by explicitly. At the time of executing the program, automatically to assign the data types. based upon the input values. We are assigning the integer value automatically to assign the int data type. We are assigning the floating point value automatically to assign the floating point data type. Are you clear? This is a
Um,
dynamically typed concept.
yep. I don't know if you've already talked about it, but so Java is a static typed
Okay, in Java also we are declaring the variables. At the time
explicitly.
of
Yeah.
declaring the variables, we need to specify the data types.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's static, not dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, Java is a static type of language, but JavaScript is a dynamic type of language. Both are different. Don't
Oh
confuse
yeah.
it. Java is different, JavaScript is different.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I just saw JavaScript, so I wanted to ask for it, but Java is the static type one. Yeah.
Yeah, Java
Yeah.
is a static type of language. At the time of writing the Java code, compulsory we need to declare the data types at the time of declaring the variables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, observing very clearly here, one more concept, interpreter. Now observing very clearly what is compiler. The compiler is a the compiler is a one predefined program in the sense don't require to install by explicitly. For example, if you are installing Java software, at the time of installation of Java software, inbuilt we are getting Java compiler. Whenever we are installing C software in your system, inbuilt we are getting C compiler. That's why simply we are calling as a predefined program. Don't required to install by explicitly. Are you clear? The compiler is a one predefined program which is used to convert high level code, that means human readable format, into machine level code, that means machine understandable format. The compiler is a one predefined program which is used to convert high level code into machine level code. Next one, the compiler takes entire source code, that means in our program how many statements we are writing, either one statement or two statements or 10 statements or 100 statements. The compiler takes entire source code as a input at a time and converting into machine code. As a converting into machine code, the compiler takes entire source code as a input at a time and converting into machine code. Next one, any high level programming language, any high level programming language, any high level programming language which support which support compiler concept, compiler concept, that type of that type of high level programming languages are called compiled programming languages. Compiled programming languages. Any high level programming language which support compiler concept, that type of high level programming languages are called compiled programming languages. Compiled programming languages. Best example, C, CPP, Java, next one .NET, Go, and etc. These are all compiler supported languages. Next one, what is interpreter? The interpreter is a one predefined program which is used to converting into high level code into mission level code. An interpreter is a one predefined program which is used to convert high level code into mission level code. The interpreter takes the takes the statement by statement as a input, takes the statement by statement as a input and converting into mission code. Any high level programming language which support interpreter concept, the type of high level programming languages are called interpreted languages. Interpreted programming languages. Best example, shell scripting, Python, JavaScript, Perl scripting, and etc. These are the interpreter supported languages.
So basically, interpreter and compiler are the same thing, but for different languages, right? That is
Yeah,
what.
but okay, the purpose of compiler and the interpreter is same,
Right.
but the
Okay.
execution
Mhm.
flow is different. The
Okay.
compiler takes whole source code at a time, but the
Okay.
interpreter takes a statement by statement. Oh, are you
Okay.
clear? Yeah,
Okay.
when
Got it.
compared to compiler and interpreter, compiler execution is very fast.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
say, when compared to Java and Python program,
Hmm.
Java program execution very fast when compared to Python.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, but overcome that problem in market, different flavors of Python is there. Like as a PyPy is there, C Python is there. C Python supporting both the compiler and interpreter. Okay, different flavors of Python is there.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
said there are different flavors of Python. Like, does it differ a lot? C Python, Python, Python is a basic thing when
Yeah.
when you.
Python is a language specification
Mhm.
and C Python is a one interpreter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. For example, if you want to run your Python application in the Java environment, at that time we are using JPython interpreter. Okay, if you want to run your Python application in the .NET environment, at that time we need to require Iron Python interpreter. Okay, different flavors of Python is there. Okay, Python is a one programming specification, how to writing the code, what are the syntaxes are there, are everything. After writing this code, next if you want to run that code, we need to require either interpreter or compiler. Are you clear? C Python is a one interpreter to run the Python program.
Okay. But the code would be the same. Only thing is you're running in a different interpreter.
Environment. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next one more
Sorry, I have
concept.
one more question.
Yeah.
Why would you use an interpreter if the compiler is faster?
So yeah, here for example in our program we are writing thousand statements. The compiler takes these thousand statements at a time and converting into mission code.
Yeah.
But coming to interpreter, first take the first statement. After executing that first statement, take the next statement. Take the next. It is taking the statement by statement.
Yeah, but the compiler is faster.
Yeah,
So
compiler is
why
faster than when compared to interpreter.
why can't we just use the languages that support compiler? Because that's faster. Interpreter takes too long.
Yeah, depends upon the programming nature at the time of development. That guys are following some rules.
Yeah.
Okay, we are follow that standard methods. Okay, at the time of writing the Python code, the Guido Van Rossum using interpreter. Okay, at the time of implementing the Java programs, either James Gosling or different people using compiler. Okay, later we are adding some features. Okay, before Python there is no Java. Okay, Python is released to the market in the year of 1991.
Oh, yeah.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, at that time we are using C supporting compiler, but C programming don't supporting garbage collector. But Python we are introducing garbage collector. Garbage collector having some other advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, after releasing Python, we are introducing one more language that is a Java. Java taking the features from C programming, C++ programming, and Python garbage collection are some concepts we are adding into Java.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, what is garbage collector? The garbage collector is a the garbage collector is a one predefined program, one predefined program which is used to which is used to deallocate the deallocate the memory space for memory space for unused or unreferenced objects automatically. The garbage collector is a one predefined program which is used to deallocating the memory space for unused or unreferenced objects automatically. Okay, once the garbage collector is executed, more memory space is available more memory space is available so that so that the rest of the program execution become fast. Once the garbage collector is executed, more memory space is available so that the rest of the program execution become fast. Any high level programming language any high level programming language which support which support garbage collector concept garbage collector concept that type of high level programming languages are called garbage collected garbage collected languages. Best example, Python, Java, .NET, and etc. These languages are supporting garbage collector. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, Python supporting garbage collector also. Okay, this is about introduction. Next class will start with Python. If you before learning Python, these are the minimum basic requirements. In Python, we'll discussing about Python is a general purpose programming language. Python is a one high level programming language. Python supporting garbage collector, and Python is a dynamically typed language, and Python is an interpreted language. These statements we are discussing in the future next class. If you want to understanding the statement, this is the minimum requirement. Are you clear?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, okay.
I have question. So this garbage collector, it's a predefined program. So when does
Yeah,
it run? Before running of any, code, or is
yeah.
it like after running the code?
Once our program execution is over,
Mm-hmm.
internally this garbage collector is activated. This
Mm-hmm.
garbage collector go to that particular program memory location, What are
Okay.
unused objects are available, that objects are deleted by the garbage collector
Okay. Okay. Okay.
after executing the program.
Okay. Got it. Got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah, okay. If
Um,
anyone any doubt, please clarify your doubts.
yep, I just had a question about the module,
Yeah,
uh, modular programming language. What's a
yeah,
module? So it's like,
yeah. Especially in Python, every Python file we are calling as in one module. Okay, we can access the data from one Python file to another Python file.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
for
the whole
example,
file. It's not like
yeah,
a
for
class.
example, here I'm declaring one function, add function. Same add function we want to use another program. Simply we are open the file. We are importing that file. Simply import what is our module name. Our file name is a module name. From what is our file name E2. Import which function we want to import, add.
Yes.
Now I want to print add of 4 comma 5. Now that result is printed. Okay, module. In Python scenario, every Python file is nothing but a one module. Okay?
Yeah, but it's like, for example, if you use Visual Studio, you
Yeah.
have one program which has multiple files. So it has to be in
Yeah.
between one program there
y-
or one
Yeah.
project.
Yeah. Project means one folder. Inside that folder, we are creating multiple Python files.
Yeah,
Okay.
so those files
These
can
collection
connect.
of, yeah. These collection of Python modules we are calling as a one package.
Yeah. So does that have to
Yeah.
do with public and private class? Like you have to make the class public for it to be
Yeah.
accessed by other files,
Not
like
other
that?
file. Within that program we can access, and outside the program we can access. Not within another program we cannot access. We need to import that one.
Yeah, but like if one program has multiple files,
One program.
okay, man. If one program can still have multiple files, or
No, no, no. Okay, in one program we are implemented some logic. In future, same logic we want to implement it in another project. Simply
yeah,
just we are importing. Don't writing again multiple times.
but you have to import that other file that you used, or are you talking about the
Yeah,
like add is an inbuilt by the
yeah.
Python, like
No, no, no. E2 is a module name. This
yeah,
Python file name is a E2.
yeah,
From that module, import which function we are importing, add function we are importing. Now
yeah.
that add function we are using into another program.
And each use have to specify the location on the computer.
No, no, no. E2 is a file name. Our file name, which file we want to access data.
But you need to give the exact location, right, to the computer, or
Don't require that one. Both are working in the same directory.
okay.
Yeah.
But
In the pro
does
in
this
the
work
VS
for
Code,
Visual Studio as well,
which
or
in
this?
the in
Oh,
Visual
that's
Studio
different.
Code, we are creating one project. In that single project, we are creating multiple files. These all files under the same location.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Are you
yeah.
clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If anyone any doubt, please clarify your doubts.
So, Krishna sir, can you send this notes like whatever you are copying
Yeah, I
that
will share.
so that
I will
I
share.
can refer it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.